Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Young here. Today's lesson is going to be about cutting. So what you need is you're going to need scissors, and there are some printed sheets that I will email home that have lines on them and has a circle, a triangle, a square, and then we get into more complex shapes. That's going to be a different video. So for today, you either have these papers or you can use any paper of your own. If you just have plain white computer paper, you can draw the lines on there. The way to make this more difficult is to have index cards. The consistency of index cards makes it a little bit harder and helps to work the strength in our hands. And the middle step of that would be just construction paper. Again, that's a little bit more firm, a little more challenging than just computer paper or loose leaf paper. And so you can grade it from the computer paper all the way through an index card. And so if you don't have these pages, it's not a big deal. All you're going to do for the first activity is draw lines on the paper a little bit spaced apart so that the kiddos can practice cutting across the paper. Now, let's talk about the scissors. First off, obviously you're going to use your dominant hand. Mine is the right hand. So boys and girls, you know which hand to use. Whatever hand you choose to start with, that's what hand I want you to use the whole entire time you cut. All right, so then the next thing is that most scissors have a little hole and a big hole. The thumb always goes in the little hole, fingers in the big hole, okay? Elbow, we talk about chicken wings. No, your elbow goes down by your side while you're cutting. Your thumb is up towards the ceiling when you cut. This hand is going to be the helper hand to help cut across, all right? And then, what I often tell and what I'm going to do is say to you guys, we're going to do little nibbles with the scissors, not big chomps. Okay, a lot of times kids, they want to just chomp, 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 and it's really hard when we get into them more complex shapes to cut when you're chomping. So go ahead and get all your supplies, write your lines if you need to, and then we'll cut together. So we've got the lines on another piece of paper. I want a circle about this big. So it's about half of a full sheet of paper. And then we're going to do a triangle and a square. Again, all on one piece of paper like this. Okay, you can even do the lines on this paper too. So you can cut in between the shapes and then the shapes. Okay, get your supplies, pause the video, and come back. Okay, so now you should be all set with your supplies. I'm just gonna stick with this one sheet, okay? So first we're gonna start with the lines. So your sheet might look like this, and you are going to cut along all of those lines. Thumb in the little hole, fingers in the big hole, other hand helping. You line up on the line, and boys and girls, your eyes should be on the paper, and we're doing little nibbles, not big chomps. I want little nibbles with the scissors all the way across. You keep going, cut all the way across, little nibbles. Your hand is helping to guide the paper all the way across. Keep going. There's lots of arts and crafts activities too that require you to do cutting that I've seen pictures of kids posting on teachers' sites that, or your mom and dad posting that I know you're practicing your cutting. And one more, all the way through the line. Now the closer to the line, the better. So if we don't see the line, that means you were on the line, and that was good. Another tip for parents is if it's hard for the student, you can do a bigger line, like a double line for them to write on. Okay, so now if we're just on this page, we're gonna cut straight across, okay? And we're gonna start with the circle. Now, if you're right hand, you're gonna go to the right side of the circle first. If you're a lefty, you're gonna go to the left side of the circle first, okay? And this is where your other hand really comes in handy. So you're going to want to do little snips right along the line, not chomping, so that you can stay right on the line. This hand keeps turning the paper. Really work on positioning the scissors on the line and then helping to turn to cut out the circle. Good job. Now you can always cut off the excess. Okay, now we're going to do the triangle. So the triangle, again, we line up the scissors right on the line, keeping your elbow in. Mine's out because I'm trying to make you see it on the video. Little nibbles, little nibbles. Then we turn. See how I took the scissors away? I turn, I reposition back on the line. I turn again, scissors come out, back on the line. Let me see your triangle. Good job. One more shape is the square. Okay, so again, we are going to start here. If your kiddo's having a hard time starting, I just draw a line extending to the end of the paper, and that gives the student a cue of where to start. So then they can cut right on that line and go right up the line on the square. Again, we're gonna open the scissors big to turn the paper on those corners. Open big, turn the paper. Right on the line. Open big, turn the paper, and there is your square. And there you have it, boys and girls. All your cutouts and your shapes. You did a great job. Till next time, bye.